Yo, I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, but I wanted to get over 1,000 hours on each of the printers to really kind of give my review, my findings, uh, everything you read online. They really glorify Bambu Labs over Creality. We all know Creality's been in it a lot longer. They have had a lot of failed machines, but they've also had a lot of really good, successful machines. Uh, Now that the whole 3D printing industry has kind of gotten into the whole uh, push a button, forget about it, and walk away, compared to the old Ender 3s back in the day where you kind of had to watch it manually, calibrate things. These things have come a long way. And I just wanted to make this quick video. Uh, I've got about 1,500 hours on the Creality. This is the K1 SE, so it's their open, doesn't have the enclosure. And then I've got about 1,000 hours now on this Bambu Labs P1S. Both of them, I haven't done like any big repairs to them. I haven't had to change like the nozzles or anything like that. It's probably getting to the time where I probably should start the maintenance. The one thing I have done with the Creality, when I first got it, there was a leveling issue, which they replaced that under warranty, so all good there. And I removed the spring that's up in this hot end. There's a couple videos online showing that it adds a little bit too much pressure against those galvanized bearings, or sorry, those graphite bearings in there. And you can replace it with a little bit less of a tension spring, and it actually seems to really help the machine. Anyways, I did that at about 100 hours, and it's been solid, honestly solid. And not trying to sound like a Creality fanboy here, but over the last about, I want to say 700 hours on these machines, this Bambu Labs has probably had 3 to 4 times more errors than this Creality. This Creality printer, I can literally set and forget it. It just runs. And it runs actually a lot faster and almost the exact same quality, if not better, than the Bambu Labs. The one thing I've noticed with the open enclosure versus this close is the open design here, I think, allows for a lot better and a lot more efficient cooling. So when it does those long bridges, and I've got a couple long bridges on some of the parts that I print, this one does bridges flawlessly. It'll do 100 millimeter bridge flawlessly. No gaps between the layers. The Bambu Labs has it struggles a lot with bridges. It'll do short bridges fine. It'll do medium length bridges fine. But once you start getting those long bridges, you start getting the layer separation, the warping and stuff. So that's one thing I've noticed with that. And again, I don't know if it is because it's fully enclosed, so you are getting a little bit hotter temperature in there. This Creality K1 SE, I'm just running it off of a filament dryer. I don't have the multicolor system there. This one I have the AMS, and as you guys know, the Bambu Labs, the AMS is amazing. This is the V1. It is so nice to be able just to drop your filament in there and go, right? Like this one, you have to feed it in still. But again, I just wanted to make this video because I know that they're roughly similar pricing. I think the Creality is a little bit cheaper because you aren't getting the AMS and all that. But I would not say no to another one of these Creality K1 SEs. You were able to get these things for 350 Canadian, which is an absolute steal because you could get 2 of these for the price of 1 of these when these were on sale. I don't know what the price are now, but yeah, they're very similar printers. They are the XY, the Core XY. This one does have a little bit of a bigger bed. The camera on the Bambu Labs is trash. It is only like 5 frames per second, so it's literally like you're watching a time lapse. The whole automation through the camera, the AI stuff through the camera on the Bambu Labs is not nearly as good as the Creality. I did add the camera to this one. It doesn't come with it. But this camera is 1,000 times better. You can live stream off of it. You can do a whole bunch of shit off of it. But yeah, again, general maintenance on all these things are the exact same thing. You got to oil your rods. You do not oil the center rods. because they have the graphite bearings, and then same with the Bambu Labs. You only oil the outside rods. You don't oil the inside because you have the carbon fiber rods in here, so you don't need to oil there. They're self-lubricating. And then the software. The Creality slicer is the exact same thing as the Bambu slicer. The apps for your phone are almost identical. They're all almost identical nowadays. So you can do this. You can control both of them through your phone. You can control both of them through the slicer. You can use Orca Slicer for both of them. You can almost use identical settings for both of them. The filament settings are a little bit different, and that would be the one thing Bambu Labs has ahead of Creality, is that they seem to really focus on software input. So they do have a lot of the filament default settings already made. Creality is kind of a little bit behind on that. But again, once you've got it set on the Bambu Lab, it is almost identical, because I just use the Sunlu, I think they're called Sunlu PLA for the most part. Like I said, very, very similar. The Creality does have this nice screen, and I got it, I think it's hacked or modded or whatever, to use Guppy, I think it's called, which the Guppy on Creality really, really helps, because then you can use it with the computer and third party and blah, blah, blah. The P1S screen, they do have a touchscreen version of this that you can get, but it's just a very basic, kind of reminds me of the old Ender 3s, but it works. I use the app 90% of the time. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I know there's probably people out there looking at the P1S. It is a little bit older, or looking at that K1 SE, because they are cheaper. They do have the K2s now. They do have the P2Ss now. So these are the older machines. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. Just if you guys are looking at either one of these, don't say no to the Creality just because everyone keeps saying Bambu Labs. And if you guys want a Bambu Labs, grab them too, because they're awesome. But this Creality is absolutely amazing from everything that I've done, everything I've put it through. This thing is a friggin' workhorse. And this is also a workhorse, but I've had more errors with that Bambu Labs than this Creality. As you can see here, they are on both the default speeds, and this Creality is probably 100 and whatever seconds faster. Like, this thing runs on default speed a lot faster than this does. I can get the Bambu Labs to run this speed, but then the quality is off. The Creality has the same quality as the Bambu Labs running at full speed as the Bambu Labs runs at slow speed. Again, these are just the findings that I've done. There's probably a lot of other people out there who had different findings, but this is kind of what my review on it. Both awesome machines. I hope this visual was awesome. I hope if you guys have any questions, throw them down. If you guys are getting right into the 3D printing, welcome to the hobby. It's an amazing hobby. It's tons of fun. But anyways, peace, love, and cheers.